Now, okay. Yeah, sorry guys, I was muted because I was talking to my co-caster, so I forgot. How are you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Saurus League, the Platinum, the Platinum League. Okay. So no surprises for today. You already know my co-caster. Let's give him a big applause all together. So, are you ready? Hello, my friend. How are you?
I hear you loud and clear.
Here it is, the one and only, Mr.
Let's
Hjtheman.
go. We're back for another round. Round
Yeah.
2 now. This is going to be good. I'm excited.
Well, actually, it's not round two, brother. It's round one, but
Well,
we are completing
second
the.
stream.
Yes, exactly. We are completing the second. Uh, how do you say this? The second matches or
Set of
series.
games.
Set of games,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. So it's good to be back.
I'm trying to making that you don't freeze in the scene. I don't know why you keep freezing there. Yeah, yeah. I have shaving myself, and I'm wearing a T-shirt, so it's not the usual Argentino today. Sorry.
It's the fake Argentino.
Yeah, that rain sound is in the background is distracting. Whoa, guys, you are so demanding, so fucking demanding, right? Okay, is the sound all right? Let's start with that. Hmm. Okay. You are talkative today. That's nice. I like when people chat and interact.
Yeah, I have
Uh,
to agree with you on that for sure. It makes it smoother, you know. It makes the whole streaming thing smoother. People are chatting out.
Indeed, bro. So for today, we have to complete our pending matches series. We have 𝙕 versus 𝙬𝙤𝙦. What do you think about that matchup, bro?
This is actually going to be a good one. I hope. I've been kind of following Shaolin for a little bit now. He's definitely put in the hours for sure. He's definitely really dedicated some time to really try and make his skill reach that next level. So,
Yeah,
you know, and it definitely worked out for him being in that platinum league now. It's for sure going to be a different ball game for him.
yeah. 𝙕's performance has been impressive to me because he started in pandemics and he started to grow so fast within the game. He climbed the leaderboards really fast, and now no one can argue that he's on top, really in very good shape. And what else to say about 𝙬𝙤𝙦, the last branding champion of the last tournament, I think. Another
So
beast.
I think Bure's name goes for itself, especially with the last tournament. I believe it's the most recent one. Kind of we did. Was that during COVID? I want to say.
Yeah,
And
I
you
think
know him
so.
taking down
I
BK.
think it was the finals versus VK, and I think it was Revos and Kegelgold's tournament, if I'm not mistaken, and about 2 years ago, probably. So, yep, a very solid player that is not playing too much lately, but he's always in shape, you know. I don't know how does he do it, but he's always uh, with those engines running.
Yeah. That's. It's funny you mentioned that because that's definitely a key point. Staying in shape with this game is no joke. You know,
No,
most normal people kind of take that time off and they kind of lose that special touch, so to speak. But for sure, these guys definitely still got it.
yeah, for sure, bro. And well, okay, for the last series, we are going to jump into No Sleep versus Mundi. Mundi that is taking over Simply after Simply took over Alfie. So it's a big of a cascade there, but uh, Mundi, I believe, is I don't know much about him. I know he's from Romania and he's a very solid player and he's playing and practicing a lot lately. Well, about Nosleep, I believe everyone knows who Nosleep is. From Canada, from the old school generation players, and well, very professional in this game.
Yeah, Wilson is for sure one of those old school guys, man. Reborn Clan.
Yeah, my salutations to XCOM if he's watching this stream. We love XCOM. Okay, are you guys ready? We can start. Uh, since we took some like 20 minutes in the introduction, so I think we can start already.
Everybody's falling asleep. So I'm queued up at 5 seconds. So whenever you're ready.
Yeah, just give me 2 secs. I think everything's fine. I'm gonna be following Green Beret, and my fellow co-caster here is gonna follow Xiao for the insights. So let's. Did you say 5 second mark, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's unpause in 3, 2, 1, and pause. 7, 8, 9, 10,
9, 10.
11. Okay.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. So 𝙬𝙚, brother. We have 𝙬𝙚. Do you like this map as US or as Axis? What do you think?
So I think it's actually a really interesting map just for the fact that it's kind of different from all the other maps. It's got those super important choke points, very
Yeah.
crucial, especially because of the bridges and stuff like that. So we should see some definitely some different strats too with that 250 VP standpoint. Let's see if they change up their kind of ways they go about it.
Let's see. So Xiao is taking PE. I believe one of the best maps for Panzer Elite, right? Right? Especially in the middle where they used to build a forward HQ and hold the center, and also the +10 fuel that next to the base is very hard to steal for the opponent. So kind of tricky for the US to actually perform in a good way here.
Yeah, and we have a double cat start from Shaolin, along with two Grens to kind of really hopefully take control of that map very quite quickly,
Yeah,
from the north and the south. So hopefully he's trying to secure some sources and get his units rolling.
exactly. So it seems like Barrett is prioritizing here the VPs for now, and he's let's see where he's moving his first rifleman squad. I think he's going for the +5 fuel, just a passive start, and now he's adding a jeep to start harassing those cats.
So we have a third PG squad out of Shaolin. Maybe he's trying to go even with that double cat start, maybe a little more heavy on the infantry. We do see him double capping those VPs, really to try and get that nice little head start. Because again, it'll be crucial. It could be crucial, especially during the end game or near the end game
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah, I would say that it's pretty standard nowadays to play like 4 or 5 PGs. Even some players like to build more. Um, and on top of that, maybe 2 kittens, also a kind of meta gameplay. So PE should be on the upper hand here, capturing the territory within the first minutes.
That Jeep really trying to get some crits on that cat, because, you know, these cats, especially if they go unkilled, can be very, very annoying,
Yeah.
as we all know.
Yeah. So now Beret is adding a second rifleman squad, and for now he's just trying to capture the right side of the map and try to harass the Kettens, not making any
And over on
aggressive moves.
Shaolin's side,
Yeah,
we
yes,
have
sir.
we have some Panzergrens. Now we have 4, like you had mentioned earlier. You know, he's really trying to take control and you know, really kind of control that unit infantry based game.
Yeah, I'm liking Beret position here, actually denying the plastic thing ammo for now. That's kind of big, I would say. Also, he's trying to steal the +10 ammunition on the bottom, sorry. And I would say it's
Yeah,
going.
these Panzergrens getting eat up from these rifle and green cover.
Yeah, the Jeep is doing the usual push job here.
Wow, we have a 5th Panzergren coming with heals, so he's really trying to go that infantry base to fight these rifles and take control.
Yeah, that's. I was saying that that's kind of meta game nowadays. I mean, I think Dexen did that, and many players like to build 5 PGs into heal and then start touching whatever they want. Usually ACs, right?
So you would say, you would kind of guess that he would probably go into ACs to kind of support those Panzergrens with that extra infantry damage?
I didn't get your question, sorry. What did you say?
So you said that, you know, they like to go 5 Panzergrens, but then also they like to add an AC on top to kind of,
Yeah.
you know, I'm assuming, get that extra infantry damage in?
Yeah. I would say that's pretty common nowadays. I'm expecting now that he will start building the tier 2 right now and transition to ACs if he's not very bad in terms of map control, right? Because maybe the AC could be very risky to build if the enemy has a lot of fuel, for instance. So
yeah, now interesting tech from Shaolin. He went flame nades, probably to try to kind of unbury those riflemen from that green cover.
yeah, maybe. Okay, many of the Grants are really hurt. They need to heal up. And also, I'm seeing that Beret has heals himself at the base, and now he's starting to touch with the supplier.
Yeah, now Shaolin kind of on the back burner here because he went with heals and flame nades, so he's kind of a little behind on his tech, I would say. But
Yeah.
hopefully, you know, he'll recover with some Shreks, quite possibly, if Beret's going for that M8, because we see that M8 be really powerful, especially during a PE versus USA matchup.
Yeah, I think Beret's gonna try the mate. I'm not so sure because I have not seen his style for a long time, but I think he tends to play with the tier 3 composition. And let's see from Xiao perspective, because maybe he will add tier 4 also. I think they are trying to read each other for now.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. With Shaolin sitting at 62 fuel, he's kind of saving it up to see if he wants to go with that T4, quite possibly, or go Shreks to kind of be safe.
Yep. So double flamers for the Australian player. That's gonna be scary for the PE player, but
yeah,
he has...
especially.
Oh, okay. So the Ketten has gone at the at the entry of the base. One of the Kets.
Ooh, that rifleman picking up a veterancy with that grenade.
Yeah, that was
with the flamer.
That was a wipe there, and already veterancy for the Flamers also. So very huge push here by 𝙂𝙧𝙚𝙚𝙀. Damn.
Yeah, that definitely sets Xiaolin back a little bit, because him sitting at 150 manpower, having to reinforce all these Grens, is really going to slow the gameplay down. It's going to allow 𝙂𝙀 for sure to put aggressive pressure on his cap or on his cutoff, meaning now Xiaolin is in trouble here.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's now touching tier 4 because maybe he's afraid of the M8. But
Yeah,
actually, 𝙂𝙀 is not building any tires. He's just adding more infantry. He's making a third engineer now. And as usual, very solid play from him.
yeah. Now Xiaolin having to dig out his cutoff point because, like I said, that big retreat. With the double 𝙬𝙗 squad in green cover here, let's see if he can do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long fight.
Adding another veterancy.
So yeah, it seems like 𝙂𝙀's gonna OP the fuel, I presume here. He's floating quite a big amount of manpower, 400 right now. Oh man.
Uh-oh. These Grens really getting the beating from these riflemen.
Yeah, he's retreating. And very hard game for
Yeah, this is
now.
Looking grim so far.
Yeah, that crucial moment when he pushed it with the double flamers and the rifleman and jeep, it was brutal. Almost hard to see a comeback here.
Xiaolin replacing that Gren, by the way, so he's back up to 5 Grens on the field. Quite possibly to really fight these riflemen.
Well,
and really take that advantage.
I'm not sure about that idea. I mean, I would rather go ACs maybe to try to kill some infantry, because it's a bit tricky to get more infantry when your opponent already has veterancy and a big amount of flamers. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I want to touch on that. I have to agree with you completely on that, because fighting riflemen vetted, especially with some vetted burners in the mix, is going to be really difficult to kind of unhinge without those ACs putting in work.
Yeah. And he's getting more and more veterans here, bro. Already, I believe 3 riflemen squad with vet 1. I don't know if Xiao did make good use of the incendiary nades in this match. I think he could just skip it that tech and just go for the ACs. But
yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that one. Maybe he's thinking he could have gotten maybe an edge early game with those burner nades, but now 𝙂𝙀 being very good with his micro, able to move those riflemen away from that burner spot, before they get all burnt up.
Yeah, man, and he keeps getting more and more veterans. He already vet 2 on those riflemen in the church. And
yeah, I noticed that the riflemen picking up vet quite quickly on these Grens.
Yeah,
because the Grens are just so weak without that vet.
And he has not 𝙈𝙧𝙗𝙗 upgrade so far. I don't know how. 8 kills on those riflemen are already vet 2. That's insane. Really insane.
Xiaolin now using his manpower and fuel to get a mortar, hopefully to kind of get a good solid shell on these riflemen and clear them out.
Okay, he's getting a mortar and he has already an AT half track. But
yes, he's got that AT half track in the back there.
𝙂𝙀 is playing just infantry. He doesn't need any more for now. He's just showing dominance only with infantry.
Yeah, Xiaolin really needs that solid push out of the base here, or else it could get very bad very quickly with all this map control from 𝙂𝙀 and that T4 up.
Yeah, and
you'd almost have to expect it.
Let's pay attention to the VPs because they are 60 already, so pretty hard situation to be for the man from the US. And I don't know, man, but I think it's pretty over here. I don't see a
Yeah, for
miracle
sure.
happening here.
Yeah, I'd say for sure that you know, if he wasn't able to break out now, he's got to get on those VPs because triple cap VP is definitely draining very, very quickly.
Yeah, the kitten did actually go down, and he didn't neutralize the point. Now he's doing so with the PGs. So hard to be in this situation. Of course, he's desperate now. And look at the flamers. Wow.
Yeah, that mortar putting in work, but just I'd feel a little too late. And I see, is that a Sherman?
Yeah, Sherman coming just for dessert.
Just for dessert, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
no need for Sherman in this situation, but just to show some dominance, you know.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Shaolin has no answer to that besides this light AT half track, which even then can be kind of
Not,
useless, so to speak.
yeah, not even capturing the central VP. He knows it's over.
Enemy unit down.
Very solid play by the Australian. Well,
And that's it. That's all she wrote.
I didn't expect such a win, man. I was hoping that Shao would come up with some resistance, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. I feel like Shaolin still had it in him. He just maybe made a few uh, kind of a little bit poor tech choices.
Yeah,
But I feel like he had it in him. He just kind of needed to get his army in order there a little bit.
yeah. I have to agree with that. Pure touching decisions, and I think he needed desperately an AC, maybe two ACs, but he just bet on the BGs, and it didn't work. It didn't work. So
Yeah.
they are saying that he's not from Australia, he's from New Zealand, bro. So I'm gonna have to check that. I'm sorry if we are
Yeah,
doing.
statement. I checked your co-stats and it says he's from Australia. So maybe maybe there was a mix-up there or something like that. I don't know.
So
But that was my responsibility.
so he's from New Zealand. Are you guys sure? I can correct. New Zealand. Okay, sorry, Beret, if you're watching, bro. We got a bit of a confusion here. Uganda. Okay.
Statement trying to talk something and it's his website, bro. We just went off of your website.
All right.
Anyway,
New Zealand and Australia have a kind of similar flag, so I would say it's okay. So 1-0, bro.
1-0. So now Shaolin got a backstep here. He's really got to step up his game. But I'm kind of excited though because Shaolin's main, I believe, is USA. So hopefully we'll see some aggressive plays here.
Yeah, I believe Shao made to the top very recently. He was top 1 for like weeks, and now he has descended a couple of positions, but he's very solid. So I'm very excited about this game.
All right, and then I'll queue up at
Thank
that
you, guys.
5-second mark again.
Thank you, Stady. Yeah, believe me, it's a lot of work. There were a couple of situations where I just wanted to quit and send all of the people to the very fucking shit, but here I am.
That perseverance out of that dinosaur, man, refuses to die.
Yeah, I mean it's really hard to make this by myself. If I had maybe 1 or 2 more guys helping me, with the organization and the stream overlays and everything. But it's a big amount of job for one person. That's the issue. But I will try to keep going. Okay, let me update the overlay. Okay, help is very much appreciated for the season 2, brothers. Stady and whoever wants to join the team, we can make it even better if we get more people.
Yeah. So if y'all don't know about the Saurus League, kind of created here by our very own, join the Discord. You can see rules if you guys want to participate, and they're actually accepting anybody, all skill levels for next season. Or are you guys closed on that season already too?
We are going to keep the same format for the season 2, all 5 categories, and the idea is to retain the current players and to add a couple of more players, new players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the players can jump from league to league, right? I find that kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's one of the most interesting things of the league, because that will be the playoff situation where the losers from the higher tier leagues have to play with the winners of the lower tier. Let's say platinum losers versus golden winners. So you get into an interesting situation where they can eventually switch places.
Wow, I like that. It for sure gives that extra motivation for those players in the smaller league to really kind of play their ass off, you know?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Okay, let's go to the game, bro. I'm gonna follow 𝙈𝙣 again. He's going to be playing with the Wehrmacht and 𝙕 with the US, of course. Okay, let's go, guys. So, are you in which mark?
So I'm at the 5-second mark again.
Okay. Okay, let's unpause in 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 6, 7, 8.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, yeah.
Here we go.
So Mukto asks, do platinum winners get put in a copper league like a full circle? No, brother. No, that won't happen. But it's an interesting idea, like this famous movie, the Human Centipede. No, it's not like that, bro.
Alrighty, so we got a pretty basic opening. Got some racks going on.
Yep. From 𝙈𝙣, a pretty standard opening, 2 pios into bolts. And let's remind the people here that the series are the best of 3 and a 250 VPs format, so games are pretty fast. And in this situation, okay, 𝙕 is pretty forced to win here. And a lot of pressure.
Yeah, so now Shaolin on the back burner, he's for sure got to step up his game here because he does not want to lose to this. This is kind of his first debut. Is this his first debut for tournament wise? I don't remember if he participated.
No, actually, he participated from the very last tournament, the one that I think it was won by BK.
Oh, okay, so he was in that one.
Yeah, actually, I had to face a 𝙕 in that tournament.
Ah, that's a little bad blood between you two here, huh?
Yeah, there was a fight, and I think I won a 𝙕 2-1 in the last tournament, and then I had to face happiness, but I can't remember
Oh.
the which tournament it was. Sorry.
Yeah, so we got that Jeep and that rifle start with Shaolin. I know he's gonna try and keep that Jeep around that rifleman to make that Zulu push, as we like to
Yeah,
put it.
the VNC clan with the Jeep Micro. Okay, double box versus rifle and Jeep.
Shaolin better be careful here. He's caught out in the road. Could take some critical health damage that'll be costly in early game.
Yeah, but he's
Pushing himself.
yeah, he keeps pushing himself. Okay, second rifleman coming. No surprises for now. What do you expect here? Do you expect bars, bro? Do you expect a make play by Xiao?
To be honest with you, I think maybe Xiao is still kind of deciding, but if I were to guess, especially with a third Vogue, I'd see Xiao go bars. That's what I want to guess, because maybe that's the new meta as today's standards. You do see a lot of that, like bars versus those Vogues, because they do kind of tear them up without any vet on those Vogues.
Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping to see bars early here. I would really like that, and I think Beret loves to play defensive doctrine. So let's see. Nice push with the Jeep there. So one of the Volks retreats, and MG is trying to get into the action.
Shaolin seeing that MG, so he's kind of pulling back now, because it's not just the right time to quite attack yet, or get those long-range flanks going.
Yep. So we are about to find out if bars are coming actually.
Yeah, so he just hit that 60 fuel mark, so let's see what he does here, if he's going to tech to that supply yard to get himself that nice M8.
Yeah, for now he's adding a flamer. I believe this squad here. And no bars for now. He's trying to design a proper flank here. And a sniper also.
Ooh, so we got a pretty aggressive push now on the cutoff. Let's see if Shaolin can do it.
Let's pay attention to the sniper. Maybe he chased. No.
Oh,
he didn't want to.
No chase.
Yep. Yep.
Shaolin kind of just wants that solid cutoff, just like how his opponent did to him last game.
And now I think he's going to make a very scary flank here towards the MG position. He has a flamer on the top and 3 riflemen waiting to approach the building.
So we got infantry dock with quick mines from the riflemen. This could be pretty good because maybe Beret won't expect that, and those are 2 crucial choke points for those mines. So let's see if he can pick up some kills with those.
Let's pay attention to the flamer here. Yeah, instant retreat from the New Zealand player. Very good start for Xiao here.
Xiao backticking to WSC, so he's kind of concerned about that sniper. It's really kind of on his mind, and maybe he wants to get that nice counter sniping. Okay,
from Beret, he added a second MG, and he also escalated to skirmish face. And he's just trying to recapture territory for now, of course. Let's pay attention to that mine in the road. Could be very
yeah, I'm kind of watching it with intent to see what he can do with that.
Yeah,
we have sniper and heals kind of from Shaolin. He was kind of floating a little bit there, but he kind of spent those sources very quickly.
Okay, nice. So two mines actually from Xiao. There is one next to the church. And as far as I'm seeing, no minesweeper yet for Beret. For Beret, sorry. So
I'm watching that sniper, man. He's dancing around that mine. What a successful mine that would be if that sniper walked over it.
yeah, maybe he get lucky. I mean, Xiao.
So we have supply yard going up now for Shaolin. He's still got a really healthy army, I would say, and especially with those heals, those riflemen are going to come back ready to rock for sure.
So it's been a good transition from the US player, sniper into supply yard, very fast, almost no casualties, no manpower drain.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I think I'd have to touch with you on that statement. It's huge to not take those losses because we see Shaolin teching so fast. We have a WSC, heals, and a supply yard all within a minute and a half.
yeah, that's very impressive. Mine number one detonated. It took just one PIO model, and now he's retreating. Oh yeah.
Oh, takes the pile out.
So that's a very solid tray for Beret. Let's pay attention to the sniper war here.
Yep.
It may be a counter snipe. Yep.
Whoa!
Solid.
Crucial.
Yeah. So now it's gonna be, I think, the momentum to start for the US to push again. Gotta be careful though.
Now Shaolin technically having free reign with that sniper, you know, to him kind of just to eat away at these Grens now.
Yeah, for now, no replacement. Okay. So now he's rebuilding the sniper right now, Beret. He doesn't want to play without a sniper, so we are going to see a sniper war again.
Ooh, I just noticed we got 2 deadly mines by Green Beret, and I don't see a minesweeper from Shaolin, so now he's kind of on the tiptoe territory here.
And the tier 3 almost completed at the base from the US player.
Oh, and we have a minesweeper upgrade. So Shaolin kind of using his own tactic there.
Okay, yep.
And we have an M8 now cooking.
I think you always need to expect a mine as a US player when you are facing Wehrmacht in this matchup. You always should build a sweeper, right?
Yeah, for sure. Especially with those. Hopefully he finds those because those are in 2 very aggressive positions. So let's see if those riflemen can kind of dodge them. What do you think about the M8 decision?
Well, I think it can be pretty rough for Beret to deal with an M8 in this situation. He has no back so far, and he has no Shreks also. So...
Does he have any muni for Fausts?
Yeah, he has 100 ammunition in reserve, so he can Faust like 3 times, but definitely the M8 will have a window opportunity here to make some damage.
So do we have that sniper on the field yet? Oh, we do. Okay, so Beret's sniper's up there.
Yeah.
You know, supporting those Vokes. So let's see what happens here in the next sniper wars.
And let's follow the VPs, bro, because under 100 already for Beret.
Wow, yeah, you're right. Shaolin did a good job at kind of keeping those VPs down very early game.
Yeah,
that definitely gives them that lead.
Oh, and that was the first mine. Pretty nice damage there. Yeah, the first initial push from Xiao allowed him to secure a lot of map control and the VPs. So
yeah, that minesweeper too, really close to that mine, but I don't think he'll spot it.
Oh, second mine. And the mate maybe is going to step on the third one. No. He's trying to...
Shaolin kind of just leaving that M8 out in the open, really testing Beret's ability to be able to kill it with that pack. But him not seeing a pack, it was kind of let him do work with it.
Yeah, the pack is on the way. So the mate, I don't know, it didn't make a lot, just forced the retreat of the MG. And it's going to be really helpful for dealing with this infantry that is capping the territory on the right, for instance, the Grants.
Yeah, you do see a lot of that nowadays. You know, especially I saw that in the last tournament, that M8 really kind of just staying almost out of the battle, but kind of hanging up either north or south, kind of defending those sources.
Yeah. That's one of the features that I like from the M8 is the mobility, that you can actually move around the map, and there are some maps that are really really good for that kind of unit, you know. I think this is one of those maps where the M8, if properly played, can be really helpful. Look at the snipers. It could be a counter snipe. No, he's not on vision, it seems.
Ooh, that sniper taking out that pack, that could be really good for Shaolin to let that M8 really go to work on these Grans.
Yeah, one model down. Still need to pick another one. I'm trying to follow the comment here. It's a bit hard to cast and read the comments at the same time. I think
baby, I see you in comments.
Yeah, they are talking to you.
Sorry, I'm paying attention to the game.
Yeah.
This Crystal Code, thank you, I appreciate you. I've got my best shirt on for today. You know, we're on the Saurus League.
I'm really expecting some sort of counter snipe coming anytime soon. So
we have him teching nades now, really trying to hopefully break those units up. This would be really good because especially if Berets sleep, and those nades could cause some serious damage.
Yeah. So does Xiao has some sort of off-map artillery already?
Yep, he's got 150 just now.
Okay.
So he's got 152 muni. Let's see if he can put that off-map to work.
Because from Beret's perspective, I still don't see any sign of doctrinal choice.
Huh. MG donation from Beret down there at the choke point. That's it's never good when your allies have an MG42 in their arsenal.
Yeah, he lost an MG, and look at this RT.
With the off map.
Oh, it could be a good one. Also, Puma coming. Wow, I didn't expect that so soon.
Wow. Shaolin nervously teching sticky grenades off after that Puma has shown itself.
Yeah, well, that's why.
So Shaolin's saying, well, now he needs that T3 counter.
And look at the M8 escaping with very low health.
Ooh.
Really. It seems
Ooh,
like...
we have a Shrek drop up north, too. Wow.
Yeah,
so
wow.
now that rifleman...
So that was a grand down for Beret, it seems. We were focusing on the wrong side of the map, it seems. And look at the sniper cut here.
Ooh. Beret going right to the sniper.
Yeah, and he will get it. Yep. Man,
wow.
Okay, that's kind of making things a bit more balanced now.
Yeah, Shaolin also now getting that AT gun to hopefully counter this T3 action.
Oh, look at the mate. He didn't expect the pack there, I guess.
Yeah, that pack in an aggressive position, would you say?
Nice nade.
With a
nice
clutch
sniper.
nade.
Wow, man. Just preventing the mate for going down. I think this mate's gonna be pursued by those double Pumas. Maybe a lucky shot can get rid of the unit on the rear. Oh, no, keep going.
Let's see if that Puma can take down that
And he's trying
That-
to. Oh no!
Ooh.
I mean, why did he stop?
Yeah. So that puts Shaolin down a sniper and an M8.
Yeah.
That was a good push.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, Pumas are going to be important here.
And
Also,
let's not forget the VP at 25.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Shaolin maybe now kind of gearing back to that. Let's see if I can take the VPs down to that 0 mark.
Yeah, let's remind that Shao has stolen Shrek in one of those riflemen, and also stole an MG crew, MG weapon.
Yeah, Beret kind of being nice to him and donating all those equipment to him.
But those double Pumas will be really helpful for Beret to contain the VPs, I think.
Oh, we have our first Howie down as well. So let's see if
Nice.
this Howie now is gonna put some work in as he hopefully intends.
He's aiming for the MG, but no luck, it seems.
No luck at all.
So now
Got that Shrek rifleman up north. Let's see if we can get a nice flank on these Pumas.
Yeah, I'm watching. I was about to say that Beret picked the terror doctrine, and now you see the propaganda being used just to leave that Eicca in solitude.
Yeah, losing that Eicca was kind of crucial because at that point that was his only anti-tank aside from his stickies.
Oh, and
so
wait,
let's
because
see.
Beret does not finish his push there. He's going for the Howie with the Stuck. That could be really huge. He's going to kill the Howie, man.
Oh no. Oh no.
on the
Shaolin with only 25 munitions, so he doesn't even have enough for a sticky. This is bad.
On the middle, there are some fighting riflemen with bed 1, the crew in the pack, fighting some bolts with nades. Meanwhile, it seems like the Howie is gonna survive somehow. Wow. Beret is upgrading an MG bunker on the middle. And just
And there goes the Howie.
Okay, okay. So solid win there by Beret, killing the Eicca and the howitzer, the brand new howitzer. Just one shot and down.
Ooh, Shaolin securing the North VP for an extra little.
23 VPs, and this game is getting nuts.
Yeah, Shaolin now on the back burner. I'm assuming kind of getting nervous because, I mean, Beret's been coming out super aggressive these last couple minutes, really taking down a lot of his army.
Look at the sniper getting chased by the rifleman. It could go down. Yeah, it's down.
And there it goes.
Oh, and I don't know if Beret is gonna be able to cap. He needs 1 VP. He's going for it. Does he have off map?
He does not. He has 40 muni left on off map, so he's quite a bit of ways away.
Okay, immobilized Puma here in the middle. I think it's gonna go down. Yep, so tight end, man.
Wow, look at these VPs. Shaolin desperately trying to come up with a plan to hopefully secure that VP just for a minute to get that VP down to 0.
Yeah, he needs to add more infantry, I think. He needs to get like bolts or grants.
Securing that mid VP is going to be kind of tough with that bunker MG combination there, so I'm curious to see how he's going to try this.
Oh, and another Puma is going to go down, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that. He's got just enough for sticky, and there it goes.
Yep.
Picks up Vet 2 from that too. Wow. Good for him.
On the north, we see 𝙈𝙣𝙣 trying to secure with some wire lane and an MG there. But it seems like 𝙬𝙗 is going to push deep in the center here.
Yeah, that Vet 2 rifleman versus unvetted units on the Wehrmacht side could be actually very dangerous. So he's going to try and play passive and keep those Grens in cover, or Volk's Grens.
Yeah, from 𝙬𝙗's perspective, he doesn't need to to be impatient here. He can just take his time to destroy the MG in the bunker.
We got that second howitzer up now.
Yeah,
or his first one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Rebuild the 𝙬𝙗, play safe, and just eventually you will take the middle VP.
Yeah, as long as he keeps the VPs down to 2 and he doesn't get triple capped, I think he's feeling quite comfortable with himself.
Yeah.
To really kind of be patient and work away at that middle VP.
Yeah, look at the map control. He has a lot of ammunition, and 𝙈𝙣𝙣 doesn't have time to start retaking the map. He needs to defend. So pretty much cornered it here.
And alrighty, there he goes, starting to chip down that bunker.
Yeah, starting to work on that. Look at that stuck near the American base. What is he doing? What is he planning there? Maybe a misclick.
Oh. I didn't even see that guy up there.
No, actually it's not a misclick. He's aiming for the 𝙬𝙗 again.
Wow.
This is sneaky, man.
And Shaolin with just enough for 2 stickies. Let's see if he can do it. Damaged engine.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he get lucky and he can still destroy the 𝙬𝙗. One hit.
Shaolin really trying to take down that bunker and get this cap in the middle.
Yeah, the bunker has been destroyed and opportunity now, but there is also propaganda ready just in case. I think he's gonna use it. Kind of force it to use it, but there are 2 riflemen there. Yeah. One is going home.
Shaolin with a 3rd sticky up north. Let's see if he can kill that aggressive Stug. And he loses the 𝙬𝙗 to it.
Really?
That's a successful...
No way, bro.
Yep, he loses the 𝙬𝙗, so that's...
Fuck.
That's a successful Stug, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't expect this Stug to kill the 𝙬𝙗, to be honest. Okay, that's big. And he's now pushing the Hjtheman that is lonely here. It has no support for the infantry. And can we see a comeback here? It seems like it's happening.
We see a special squad going north. He didn't even take time to reinforce those riflemen. He kind of just wanted to get them out on the field as quick as possible.
Yeah. 𝙈𝙣𝙣 is rebuilding the bunker in the middle.
Yep.
And look at this pack still in the middle.
Yeah, him trying to get as much anti-armor as he can on the field and hopefully secure that middle VP. Let's see if he can do it.
Yeah, it seems it's not gonna work. Man, it's amazing how 𝙈𝙣𝙣 can just hold and hold. He's so good.
How much muni does 𝙂𝙗 have?
Nothing.
Oh, he can't even upgrade that bunker then.
He is upgrading right now, but he has...
Oh, he did. He spent it.
He has no reserves. It's so hard to kill this guy, man.
𝙂𝙗 not going down without a fight, man. He's really...
He's so resilient player. Is that correctly said?
You got it.
Okay.
His resilience is paying off for sure. He's definitely turned this game around where he's now
and there is another
feeling quite in control.
Yeah, and another surprise, man. The KT is coming soon.
Ooh. Wow. Xiaolin with just 3 riflemen and 2 NGs as his entire army.
And KT is gonna hit hard here. It's gonna be so and in terms of how you say anemic or anemic is a term in English. Anemic? No.
Anemic?
No. I'm trying to emotionally. An emotional impact for the US players to see King Tiger.
Oh yeah, I mean, you see that King Tiger. We got the 3rd Howie built now. Shaolin really trying to keep that artillery on him. But yeah, no, I'd have to agree with you on that KT. It's going to be very emotional for him because now Shaolin's going to be put under pressure.
But I don't know if 𝙂𝙧𝙦 is actually going to bring the KT into the field. For now, he has the CPs, but he has not the manpower, and it seems like he's trying to save a bit of manpower for now on. What do you think about the 3rd Howie decision?
I don't know. I would say that I wouldn't have probably made the 3rd one just for the fact that, you know, now you're taking all those manpower away from, you know, your essential army, the rifles, those vetted rifles, those AT guns that could be crucial units to secure that mid VP back again.
Yeah, and Stuk is going down, and also 𝙂𝙧𝙦 lost the MG bunker, and he's instantly rebuilding a 3rd MG bunker as well.
Yeah, 𝙂𝙧𝙦 knows he needs to really keep an MG42 cover on that center VP, because if he doesn't, those vetted rifles for sure could kind of sneak in and take that VP quickly.
But 𝙬𝙬 here has managed to kill a lot of vehicles and tanks, and he's doing a good job actually. 𝙂𝙧𝙦 is not comfortable in this situation. He keeps losing units.
Uh-oh, we got a middle full retreat from 𝙂𝙧𝙦 with that bunker being upgraded back again.
Yeah, the 𝙬𝙬 is trying to land into the MG bunker, and
that bunker's not looking good though, with 2 AT guns firing on it and a howitzer.
Yeah,
and there it goes.
𝙂𝙧𝙦 has only 1 bolt trying to stop this. No propaganda this time. I think this is gonna be game, bro.
Wow.
And also Ranger coming in, just in case.
Oh yeah, just in case to take down those light armored pumas.
Yeah, I'm liking a lot of the Shaolin situation here. I think he has the game in the pocket. Yeah, why he's
Puma trying to get
capping?
some critical hits on that.
He stopped capping, but I guess he's confident that he will cap now. But he's been focused hardly. Yeah, everyone is asking the same. Why did he stop capping? Anyway,
maybe a little taunt motion from
yeah, maybe. Bet 3 riflemen that are killing machine. 22 kills, bro.
Oh wow, yeah, he does have a vet 3 now, huh?
I think that 𝙬𝙬 is pretty much confident that he has this game won already. He's just trying to...
Oh, with the propaganda in the middle, but losing a Puma to it.
Yeah. So this 𝙬𝙬 has killed a lot. 2 Pumas and 1 Stuk.
Yeah, that AT gun for sure, but definitely paying off. Is that an MG42 behind the church?
Yeah,
oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Here comes the 𝙬𝙬 right on top of it, ready to answer back to it.
Let's see. Trying to... No, but he's firing far behind.
He moved it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to get rid of that Nebelwerfer.
But yeah, let's pay attention to 𝙬𝙬's VP, because this game is really getting really tight. I think this is the final cap here. It should be.
Wow, with Shaolin securing that middle VP and an AT gun to support it, I don't think any armor's getting through this, let alone any Grens. This is not looking good for
Yeah.
our friend Beret.
And another kill. Wow. Very,
And
very,
wow.
very good use of the Tigans by Xiao. Very good use. He killed a lot with the Tigans.
Yeah, Shaolin moving those AT guns, keeping him alive from that Nebelwerfer was actually really key. Really, really good job on his part.
Yeah, he was really, really aware of the flames. And the GG will play call.
That's it.
Wow, this is one of
Wow.
the best games of the league so far. Really nice.
Wow, I'd have to agree with you on that one.
Really
This for sure was
intense.
probably one of our best ones.
Excellent job.
A lot of gruesome fighting from both sides. You know, both putting in their heart and souls to try and secure the win on this game. Both VPs drained down.
Great job by both. For 1 second, I thought that Beret was coming back from the ashes and winning, but solid comeback also by Xiao.
Yeah, Shaolin for sure at certain points of that game, I would say maybe felt a little degraded that he didn't have map control or this and that, but not giving up, really showing that perseverance to really secure the win. So that was huge on his part.
Yeah, I agree with you, brother. So I'm gonna head to the bathroom just for a couple of seconds, and
Me too.
okay. So give us some seconds, guys. We will be back.
We'll be right back.
Okay, I'm back, guys. It seems like my co-caster is still not here. Maybe taking a big load. Who knows? So we are a 1-1 tie situation here, and we are going to jump into the Edo Valley map, a customized map from Vesuvius, a very brand new map with some things to change, to improve, for sure. Oh, he's back.
I am back.
Yeah, I was telling the brothers here that we are going to watch Edo Valley map again in action, and probably it's a map that still needs a lot of revision and inspection because it has some bugs and some. It's not bugs, it's bugs, right? And
Bugs, you're correct.
bugs, okay. And okay, we need to run some more tests if eventually it can be a permanent map in the league. Okay.
Alright, I'm at the 5 mark.
Okay, that's nice, Magno. That's nice. I mean, it's hard.
Getting some feedback.
Yeah, it's hard to find new maps or even old maps that are balanced. You know, there are not so many maps, custom maps that you can actually consider for a tournament.
Yeah, especially that balance key. That's huge. That's a huge part in, you know, especially creating new maps or getting maps that are created by the player base is balanced, especially across all 4 factions. It's definitely a tricky thing to do.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the third one. I'm gonna be following 𝙂𝙧𝙚𝙚 again, playing as the US. I can't remember. I think, of course, 𝙂𝙧𝙚 won, picked the faction in the third game because he won with the majority of VPs in both games.
Yeah. So you're saying 𝙂𝙧𝙚 had the choice here then?
Yeah, he has a choice.
Or was it 𝙕𝙬𝙚? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you are at the 5-second, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's unpause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. 6, 7, 8.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm wondering if 𝙂𝙧𝙚 got any practice on this map. Because I know the BNC guys have.
Yeah, but I would say he didn't. I mean, I was trying to track his history match to see if he actually played or practiced something before the tournament, but he barely played some ranked games. So I don't think he actually had time to practice on this one. But
So
𝙬𝙬 definitely
𝙂𝙧𝙚 sounds pretty confident.
𝙬𝙬 definitely played a couple of times. He knows, yeah, he's focusing on the VP right away with the Ketan and taking the +5 fuels.
Yeah, and we have no second cat, just a third PG, so maybe he's gonna kind of try and control that map with those PGs.
Yeah, and he's going for the +16 fuel, which makes a lot of sense for the PE on the left. And with the PGs, maybe he's trying to harass the ammo, it seems. Let's see if 𝙂𝙧𝙚 has the ability to adapt well to this map, because his US was really on top on the first game.
Yeah, and you saying back in the first game, 𝙂𝙧𝙚 really liking to go T3 on this map would be kind of interesting to see, because as we saw the previous cast of games, that AT guns weren't like the most effective because of all these hedges and stuff like that. So we'll see if he can really make it work, or if he decides to go T4.
Yeah, I don't think this map is good for AT guns, but it depends on the angle. You know, maybe he can surprise with a good angle and get a couple of kills. It's a bit tricky, I would say.
Yeah, tricky for sure to really work those AT guns out. I have to agree.
Yeah.
So we have 4 PGs from Shaolin. Let's see what he does here next.
Oh, look at the kitten. He's barely surviving here. Whoa. He's going to chase? No way.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, almost. Almost there. And I'm liking this cutoff from Xiao, actually. He's denying, about to deny +16 fuel on the right.
Oh, yeah, what a crucial cutoff, too. It really kind of stops that fuel income for any plan that 𝙂𝙧𝙚𝙚 did have.
Yeah, nice start by the PE player. At the same time, 𝙂𝙧𝙚 is trying to decap the +16 on the left, so kind of equal situation here. And a big fight, it seems like it's about to start.
Yeah, both teams kind of building up their armies on one side here. Let's see if it's a big early clash. And we have a 5th PG from Shaolin, so...
Yeah, so he likes to build 5. Pretty standard for him.
Yeah, Shaolin really likes his PGs.
And he is capturing 3 VPs. Let's pay attention to that. Already...
Oh, yeah.
Already 50 VPs down.
Shaolin hastily getting heals upgraded as well to kind of really juice those Grens right back up.
Yeah, I was about to ask you if that was a 6 PG or heals. So I think 𝙂𝙧𝙚 is waiting for the Flamer to arrive to start pushing. He needs the Flamer first.
Yeah, and Flamers are so deadly to PGs, because the PGs, in order to kind of really do any significant damage, they got to kind of stick together, and that's exactly what a Flamer loves to cook.
Yeah. He now has the Flamer. He upgraded on the left engineer. What's the name of this map? 𝙈𝙧𝙚𝙚𝙚. 𝙈𝙧𝙚𝙚𝙚. You can find it on the workshop, I believe. I got it from the designer itself, but I think he uploaded already to their Steam workshop. So nice.
So the burner's putting in work, really kind of taking those crits of those PGs.
Yeah, man, he makes it look so easy.
He got that right.
He always succeeds when he pushes with his infantry rifle, flamer, and jeep combo. He always managed to expulse all those PGs from the field.
So now we have a T2 going up from Shaolin. I'm not quite sure what he would kind of be trying to go for here. What would be good in this situation?
Yeah, so here Domace is asking me how did we manage to actually see the replays, and that's magic, bro. That's magic.
Little do you know, Domace. Magic.
Yep. Now, I will share eventually the tool. It's the work of a fellow Dominican guy that he designed this tool for fix the replays, so we can actually see and cast the games from others, the customized ones. So that's really nice.
Yeah, shout out to him for really putting in a lot of hard work. It doesn't seem like an easy task.
No, it wasn't. I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
So Shaolin going straight for T3, maybe some ACs to kind of really keep these riflemen under control.
Yeah,
guess we'd have to wait and see.
Final ACs, man.
Finally ACs from Shaolin.
Because
wow, that flak.
The map is starting to get a little blue or red from your perspective.
Red from my perspective, you got that right.
Yeah, look at the kitten. He's trapped there. He's trapped. He cannot go out because there are some trees, fallen trees here.
Oh no!
Are you watching? Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, but the chip is not paying attention. Okay, he's paying attention, but he needs to to go away.
He needs to leave, yeah.
Nice save, because it was actually trapped there.
Yeah, that could be deadly right there. It's a good thing to know. Trap your
Oh,
opponent.
Look at the base of 𝙂𝙧𝙚𝙚𝙦, bro.
T4. Oh
God
no.
damn it.
And 𝙬𝙚 queuing up 2 ACs, using up all of his fuel. So this isn't heading in the right direction for 𝙬𝙚.
No, it's not. It's not going. It's not going well for him. He has to cancel at least one AC and start thinking of AT
Yep,
guns.
he canceled the second one.
Yeah, that's wise.
We
are already on
he's gonna do here.
8-minute mark. You cannot go around without a anti-tank. So yeah, 𝙂𝙧𝙚 has the fuel to build a tank. Let's see if a Hellcat or an M10.
Oh, 𝙬𝙚 about to see that T4? Ooh, no, never mind.
No, he didn't saw?
I don't think so. What do you think? Was that distance good enough or no?
I guess not. I would say he didn't. He seems to, yeah, he's building the tier 4 now. But
tier 4.
It's gonna be tricky because you cannot stop a couple of tanks coming with just a single AT half-track.
Yeah, and I'd have to say, I want to say our first cast, the allied player went T4 as well with a tank rush, so it proved to be very effective, that's for sure.
Yeah, and on the first cast, actually, 𝙈𝙾𝙣𝙦 wasn't expecting the tanks, and he lost because of that. So maybe we are about to see some sort of similar situation here.
Yeah, giving 𝙈 some PTSD, huh?
But I have to admit that I'm really surprised about the fast tier 4 here. I wasn't expecting that.
No, I don't think 𝙬𝙚 was either, because he's now making his light AT half-track to go against the mighty M18, so...
Yeah, the Hellcat is running, and it's going to hit the AC very hard here. Yeah, connect the first shot. He's trying to escape through the bushes.
And like I said, these hedges can be really key to kind of keeping ACs or smaller light vehicles alive, because you can just kind of skirt around the hedges.
It misses. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Classic M18.
Then damage engine from what? Maybe from the rifleman, because I didn't see how the AC got the engine damage. And look at this immobilization.
𝙬𝙚 making a mortar. He's queuing up a mortar too.
Just on time, the immobilization, bro.
The light AT half-track saves the day.
Wow. And now 𝙂𝙧𝙚 is going for heals at the base, so no Hellcat, no second Hellcat for now. And it seems that this Hellcat is going to be lost.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. I don't see any field repairs, and with that mortar being out now,
yeah,
it's just going to drop shells right on top of it.
He can save it or try to save it. He has the ammunition for the field repairs, actually. But I think he's going to let the tank die anyways. He's not trying to save
who's gonna pick up the
tank. But at least he got the Kettenkrad, right? And a flak Wiederling.
With the Kettenkrad being rebuilt, oh, main gun destroyed.
Oh, that
would have been bad with a one hit.
Okay, finally the Hellcat is down. And look at the VPs.
Oh yeah, 𝙬𝙚 being pretty comfortable with his VP secured. He is pretty confident that he's taking that VP down again.
Oh, but the Kettenkrad, the second Kettenkrad is down, and he's losing a lot of models here. Very risky retreat. Unnecessary losses, I would say.
Yeah, losing all that early manpower can kind of be working against you there.
Okay, second Hellcat about to hit the field now. And let's see if this time he can make it. He can.
At this point, Shaolin's only answer is still that light AT half track. Shaolin not teching for Shreks or, I guess, maybe Panthers?
Really? No.
But
well,
yeah, I don't have any Shreks on the field. All we have is a light AT half track. So let's see if he can immobilize that and let the mortar go to work again.
Let's see, but definitely he needs something more because just one AT half track, it seems like a bit few, I would say, to contain.
Yeah, for sure. Really weak on that AT side with only 34 munitions, so he can't even immobilize if he wanted to.
Okay, it's gonna happen again or not? Kind of similar situation here. The AC being chased, and it seems like the
AC going down.
Yeah, for some reason the AT didn't want to get involved in that. And now it's getting hard for the PE because he's getting decapitated in every single part of the map.
Yeah, and losing those Kets is really gonna set you back on that capping power. So
yeah, I don't know why he's not adding some. Maybe he now is touching
Shreks.
Yeah, that was.
Yep.
That's really necessary here.
Shaolin remaking that AC and making a Shrek squad, cleaning him out of his manpower. So now he's at 200 manpower to hopefully use that to reinforce some Drens.
What about the doctrinal choices?
I got no doctrine choice, actually.
Okay.
As of yet.
That's weird, because it's about time to make a decision, I would say.
Yeah, he's at 2 CP, almost at that 3rd CP.
Maybe he's going
for
the Hetzers. I'm predicting that.
Predicting some Hetzers, I like it. Those Hetzers can be really... I mean, their name is in the name, Tank Destroyer, so let's see what we can do.
Yeah. So now we see Vars. I guess it's an okay decision. They are always a good thing to have.
Yeah, especially against some unvetted Grens, those bars could really put in work.
But I think it could have been even better to add a second Hellcat and try to make a push.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that one. Hellcats seem to be the popular choice here for sure, putting in work.
I mean, Beret has already 400 ammunition in reserve, bro. He can.
Wow.
He can hit field repairs like 2 times. Knowsley says he saw a Hetzer in a museum. Nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool. A real Hetzer? That's awesome.
Is it a really big tank or not quite?
I think they're pretty small.
Yeah. I would say that I imagine the Hetzer to be a bit small, but I don't know. I have not seen anyone. So now, bringing the second Hellcat.
And Shaolin's still with only 1... And a Hetzer on the field, so he did quickly choose TD and drop a Hetzer. So let's see if he can kind of make that Shrek-Hetzer combination work.
Yeah, the second Hellcat is about to join the party. And look at Beret, how he's approaching from different angles and making a lot of damage. Really, really good job here by him. Oh, he lost a rifleman though.
He lost the rifle squad though.
And
with those auto repairs though, those Hellcats really putting in work on this Hetzer.
Yeah.
This Hetzer in trouble now.
In a lot of trouble, bro. Trying to hold there, but it seems hard versus...
And those burners coming up and cleaning that Shrek squad is gonna really, really hurt him.
Oh man, it seems like over here. Yeah, the Hetzer is down, the AC is down. Total massacre. And the VP's ticking also. Wow.
VP's taking off. 𝙬𝙚 with the only answer to these Hellcats now is that singular Shrek squad.
One of the Hellcat down and trying to save the mortar. I don't think he's gonna make it, no. Yeah, he lost all of his light vehicles and the Hetzer, of course. Just reduced to infantry.
Yep. With only 4 Grenadiers remaining,
And
it's not looking too good for 𝙬𝙚.
yeah, and Beret, it's almost reaching the Pershing situation here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he knows how. I mean, he knows when to push this guy. He's so good at reading the game.
Yeah, Beret for sure showing his master skills here.
Yeah, because
and really showing.
His push was absolutely devastating for the rival. No chances.
With 𝙬𝙚 losing most of his army, and essentially Beret only losing that 1 Hellcat, really,
yeah,
set him back,
he lost
that's
a
for sure.
rifleman though. He lost a rifleman.
That's true. He did lose a
Oh,
rifleman.
I think he lost actually 2 riflemen and one jeep.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, because he had 4 riflemen, 4 riflemen some minutes ago, and I'm seeing just 2.
And we have a teller going down in the middle. We all know how deadly those can be against M18s.
Oh yeah, look at that. Hetzer restrictions, yes. Happiness to maximum. Just 2. So
I wonder if with the Hetzer restriction, it makes it worth to go TD Doc.
I would say, yeah. Why not? Oh, look at this
Wow.
massacre in the center. Yeah, I mean the VPs are ticking. He needs to push. But 3 flamers, that's actually insane. And the teller mine not killing the tank somehow.
Not killing it, but leaving it at its last string of health.
Okay, so we are in the presence of the final moments of this game. It was actually a nice one. It was looking really good for the PE in the very first minutes, but I think he misread the tank situation from the opponent.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. That first Hellcat really put a hurt on 𝙬𝙚. I feel like maybe if 𝙬𝙚 was a little more prepared for that Hellcat, you know, it definitely could have been a different game. But how do you become prepared for a Hellcat? You know, most players wouldn't be expecting that very fast T4 to hit you in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, even after losing the first Hellcat and being aware of the tank situation of the opponent, still 𝙬𝙬 didn't prioritize the anti-tank. He didn't build
Yeah.
the Shrek's ASAP. He just rebuilt the ACs and made more infantry. I don't know. I don't know about those decisions.
Yeah, 𝙬𝙚 definitely putting a lot of confidence in those Panzer Shreks to really kind of put in the work, and unfortunately they didn't quite put out.
Yeah. But overall, really nice series, as it was expected to be.
Yeah, no, great plays from both sides there. I mean, I'm definitely impressed with both players' gameplay. It went really well. I think for, you know, maybe 𝙬𝙚 wasn't the outcome 𝙬𝙚 wanted, but I feel like you know, he's happy with his gameplay.
Yeah,
I feel like putting up it's not easy to go against Beret. You know what I'm saying? It's for sure a difficult task.
Yeah, it has to be a happy situation for him after meditating a bit.
Yeah, and him winning that second game, I think really boosted his confidence, and maybe for the future of the league for sure. You know, and I know he's probably going to go over those replays, and he's going to kind of critique his gameplay and really come out next time. So hopefully he'll be ready for it.
Yeah, and let's not forget that Xiao's main faction is US, and he actually delivered with that. He managed to win the game, and he's still working on his axis. So it's pretty fine to lose against 𝙈𝙣𝙦 like that because he's not actually main focus it on the axis play.
Yeah, for sure. I think Shaolin should feel discouraged from that set of games for sure. Um, maybe put in a little extra axis practice and critique maybe just a couple things on his USA, quite possibly, and it could be a different outcome for him.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we have the first one done, and let's jump into the second one. We have No Sleep from Canada against Mundi from Romania. Nice. Brandy,
Nice.
¿qué haces, amigo Brandy? Welcome to the stream, brother.
So I know you're switching up the templates and all that. Who
Yeah.
did you want to follow there?
You pick one side, I pick the other one. I stick with the other one.
Alrighty, gentlemen, who do you guys want to watch? I will follow Mundi.
Okay,
Mundi.
okay. You got it. So no sleep for me. I'm gonna take a little break. I need to prepare myself a mate to join this session. I need my mate. I'm missing my mate, brother. So
I hear that, man.
I will let you with the audience. Just 2 minutes, and I will right back.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, Quickie. Thank you a lot, brother.
Yeah, so Quickie Baby, I know my stream isn't as high quality as this, but I did notice his stream looks excellent, so I'd have to agree with you on that. So we have Mundi and Willie Wilson. Wilson, are you still here? Because if you are, you're up on the block. It's good to see it's good to see Wilson back in here. It's definitely good to see all the old school guys in here. Hopefully, we're gonna display some good games here. And Mundi, the Romanian warrior, out of nowhere. See him up on the leaderboards. Taking a look at the leaderboards currently on the 1v1 side, and his name is up there for sure. So he's definitely fought his way up there, and hopefully Wilson's ready for the aggression from Mundi, because he's definitely coming out here as the new player and the guess you could say underdog, maybe, if Wilson's still got it. He's getting up there in age. But now hopefully we'll have a good display of games here. Let's see, so for the first game, oh nice, okay. Quickie Baby, yeah, this is the hardcore community for sure. This is a lot of the old school guys, 31 now. Woo! Woo! A lot of these guys have been here since the start. It's kind of a special place in our heart for this game. We refuse to let it die. I'm curious to hear from a lot of 1v1 guys. Do you think Angoville is favored for a certain faction? Is PE, Wehrmacht, USA, or British, any one of those factions super OP on this map? And Quickie Baby, I'd have to agree with you on that one for sure. It's definitely we like to it's just like that that high school dad who's like, I would have went pro in football if I didn't hurt my knee. You know, it's kind of what all of us say when people are talking shit about CO1 and how it's so outdated and this and that. We just like to get back with them and say, we're still the highest rated RTS. Yeah, I think Ava is pretty balanced. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you guys. Ava is pretty balanced. For sure, especially with an extremely well PE player, definitely this map's flaws could be exploited. But yeah, there's 𝙂𝙧 with his favorite faction. Yeah, British for sure can, for sure, especially on the right side of the map with that double VP standpoint, can for sure lock down that side pretty well too. Especially with a British who knows what they're doing, can be very, very Axis in trouble. That's for sure. Did I hear you get a haircut? No. I need to get one. Look. I wear bandanas on my stream. Y'all know. But, you know, it's not my stream and it's not my league, so I want to make sure I come better dressed and a better, or should I say more appropriate attitude, I guess.
Alright, brother, I'm back.
And he's back with this mate?
Yeah, my mate.
Ah.
My elixir. Yeah, I was in need of that desperately, bro.
I know that. You gotta quench your thirst.
Yeah. So here it is, my mate.
You look very sexy like this. Thank you, Statement. I appreciate it.
Okay, brothers, let's go to the second series.
Segundo.
The replays, brother. I'm gonna upload them, all the replays in the Discord, at the Discord. Five seconds, did you say, bro?
Yes, I'm at 5 seconds.
Okay, wait for me. It's loading. Still loading.
Alright, I got you.
All the replays are going to be uploaded at the Discord, but in case of those that are played on the last map, sorry, the 𝙈𝙾, you guys have to fix the replays. Otherwise, you will not be able to watch. Okay. I think we are in position to start.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's start in 3, 2, 1, and pause. 6, 7, 8,
8,
9.
9.
Okay.
10. Alrighty. What do you think of this matchup? I was talking to these gentlemen and women before you got here.
Well, I think about the matchup between the factions or between the players?
Between the players.
Well, I mean, mostly it's a well-known player, a very solid player. Maybe he's not very fast in terms of micro, but he's very on point with the decisions he make, and he also, I believe, mastered all the factions. He's not playing that much lately compared to Mundi. I think Mundi is more into the 1v1s scene, and I don't know what else to say about Mundi because I don't know him, to be honest. He show up suddenly and he started to climb the ladders, and he proved to be a very, very good player with all the factions, actually. He has really solid stats, and I don't know, maybe he's a smurf, or maybe he was a good player in the past that uh, just came up to the game.
So we got a double rifle start, so he's gonna not really get that Jeep so far from Mundy.
Yep.
You know, maybe putting some confidence in that movement of riflemen around the Angleville.
As for No Sleep, actually interesting start with just an MG, an MG, and he's now adding a Schwimmwagen. Kind of risky start, I would say, to start with an MG and then follow with a bicycle. You have to have a lot of micro to actually not mess up with the MG position.
Yeah, and Mundy quickly taking advantage of that 250 VP lead to secure both those VPs on the right side. Really gonna try and get some healthy VP lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit easier for the US to actually focus on the VPs when they start on the southern position and they go to the right. And now it can be tricky for Nosli actually to hold this position. The very first flanks are coming, and I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, and I see Wilson kind of putting his entire army on the left side there. Maybe he's a bit more kind of on the worried side that he's going to lose that fuel, so he wants to make sure that he's got that secured for him later on in the game while he's teching.
Yeah, and this is gonna be hard. I think the riflemen are getting in, and he's forced to retreat. Yes, and for now holding the ground. But nice start by the Romanian. Three riflemen pushing, and just one single bolt and a Schwimmwagen to hold this ground.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. I'm gonna touch base. Taking that MG off the field like that early game is crucial because now this gives Mundy 3 rifles, like you said, versus that singular Volk and that singular Jeep.
Yeah. And he's adding a flamer that is coming slowly from the right side. Take a look on that, because it can
sneaky
be huge.
flamer.
It can be huge in this situation.
And we have the 4th rifle currently in queue right now, so you know, Mundy going with that pretty common start from the USA for that 4 rifleman.
Yeah, Nosli did.
MG caught.
Yeah, it seems
MG
like
caught.
Nice. Is he going to steal the MG? Yes, he's going to do it.
Wow, he stole it.
Yeah.
He gave it up. See, that's a decision that we don't know what we would make. Do you get rid of that burner to take that MG off the field?
I would have done the same. To be honest.
Yeah, I think
it's a good trade, right?
Yeah, I would say that was
okay.
He lost it, but he took it off the field. So
yeah,
is it worth it? I don't know.
Yeah,
could be not.
Without MG now, he could easily go bars in this situation and shred these balls apart.
Yeah. Wilson though, remaking that MG, maybe he
yeah. I think
really wants that MG control.
That's a wise decision. Actually, he needs to contain those infantry pushes that are coming out. And look at the VPs already, 150.
Wow.
Is he
now Mundy putting the pressure on that left side now, really trying to
is he going bars or
out
not?
Wilson.
Seems not, right? No bars?
No bars. We're floating fuel at 105 fuel, so he hasn't decided quite yet what he wants to do.
Man, and Mundi is looking so sharp in this situation. It's getting... Look at these deep pushes. And the VP pressure is also a thing to consider. Okay. I don't know what he's doing now.
Ooh, almost lost a rifle.
Yeah, that was risky.
Monday with the infantry dock selection, because we have a mine laid down by this rifleman, is see if he can get it off.
Yeah, next to the VP, I saw it.
Yep.
So it's gonna be triple VP once again, and already almost 100 VPs down. I mean, that's a lot. Just 7 games and almost 100 VPs for no sleep.
Yep, and Monday finally making a decision what to do with his fuel. He's putting up a supply yard. My guess is quite possibly a T4, T3. We're not quite sure yet. Maybe an M8. You know, we guess we have to wait to find out.
Yeah.
We have a grenade tech.
Oh.
We have a grenade tech out of Monday, so
okay.
Maybe he wants to get a nice grenade on that MG42 position, because those could definitely lock down his rifles.
Nosli is making probably a medic bunker right in the middle, and he's trying to lock the position here with 2 MGs pointing at the at the VP. He is really in need of securing that side.
Yeah, without giving any attention to that right side double VP, Wilson's quite possibly just kind of waiting to build up his army and get himself into a power play position here to make a move. Because, like you said, that VP is draining quickly.
Yeah, but I mean, Monday is succeeding here because he's managing to keep Nosli at the position where he doesn't want to be. I mean, Nosli needs to start thinking of the right side, and for now he's just defending the left side, and the VPs are still ticking.
First grenade!
Yeah, and then
ooh,
nice one.
Taken out an MG.
Yeah, for the fatherland activated, by the way.
Yep.
And he's trying to steal. Yeah, he's stealing the MG with really low health, man.
Yeah, that's a bit risky for sure, especially on that retreat. You could lose some units, but it looks like it might...
Oh,
no, he lost it.
Nosli focuses very well there, the MG. And look at those medics starting to pick up some bodies.
Monday eliminating those medics, though, to make sure that he doesn't get that zombie Gren squad Nosli's looking for.
Yeah, he's trying to flame the bunker down, but it's not gonna happen. They are concrete bunkers. Okay, so now, for now, No Sleep is holding the line, and he's going to the right side because he needs to start working on those VPs.
Yeah, and no tech from Monday yet. We just have that supply yard and that grenade, but other than that, he's still just got his base 4 rifles. You know, really trying to make those rifles work with no heals, mind you. So, you know, they're going to be a little bit more damaged going into battle.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about skipping the heals here, because eventually it's gonna significate a lot of manpower drain for the US, and I still don't understand what he's going to play. Maybe he wants to go straight for tanks.
Yeah, Monday kind of falling behind on tech, I'd have to say, especially with that grenade tech, because as you can see here, we're this far into the game, and Wilson's pretty healthy, but again, Monday really doesn't have a response to break this for the Fatherland curse, but does he really with the VP dropping? We'll see.
Yeah, oh, he's throwing RT on the MG. No succeed. And a very late retreat from Mundi, almost losing units there. But he keeps getting No Sleep entertainment here on the left side of the map. And meanwhile, he's just holding the right VPs.
Yeah, I'd have to say 𝙂𝙗 kind of in this situation, even though he's a bit, I'd say, behind on tech, definitely keeping him busy on that left side.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you want to do in such a small VP game. So, you know, let's see if 𝙂𝙗 can really distract Wilson for that extended period of time.
Maybe actually a half track here from Nosley wouldn't be a bad idea, because maybe he could help him to hold the right side. That is what he needs.
Yep, and we have a tech choice of heals from 𝙂𝙗, so
Okay.
he's kind of really wanting those rifles to be back up to par, fighting par.
Okay, heals was, I think it was necessary to make the heals at this point, and he needs to add something to do damage. Maybe snipers couldn't be a bad idea here.
Yeah, especially with Wilson not showing really any armored tech at the moment. So he's defensive, so yeah, he won't even expect a quick steal or anything like that. So you know, sniper would not be a bad choice.
Also, Nosley added a pack in this situation, which is not helpful for him, and he still he tries to secure the left side, and he is having troubles to move into the other side of the map. I mean, I think he's scared of losing the VP.
Yeah, with 𝙂𝙗 putting this pressure on, it really holds up Wilson's army, you know, and Wilson not being able to kind of spread out maybe how he'd like.
Yeah. And now bars.
Oh, there's a bar tech.
Yeah, really late bars, and just trying to force the VP win. He doesn't care. He's not retreated.
Oh, lost the rifle.
He
lost the rifle to a nade.
Yeah, he's sacrificing the infantry. He's sacrificing 2 riflemen just because of the greed, bro.
Uh-oh. And another rifleman down.
Yeah.
So that leaves 𝙂𝙗 with only 2 rifles on the field and a burner.
And a zombie from No Sleep. Zombie Grand. Man, he's losing a lot. 𝙂𝙗 is throwing hard here. I don't understand.
𝙂𝙗's got the grenades.
Oh.
Ooh.
If he managed to decap this, and I think he will, it's gonna be almost game over, but for 𝙂𝙗.
Yeah, no, I'd have to agree with you on that. 𝙂𝙗 making another rifleman now. He's dangerously low on manpower with only 100. So really, 𝙂𝙗 doesn't have anything left. I mean, he's really got to make this last rifleman work with this brand new set of riflemen, or else he's in trouble.
Man, he was so overconfident that he will win the game, I think.
Crucial grenade on that MG could really turn this game around.
Yeah, because he had to focus on the MG. Now, it depends, all depends on this engagement now. If he managed to kill and he does it. Oh man, that was so close. So close. Oh, Wilson gotta be a bit angry about that.
Man, I think the only reason that rifleman pulled that kill off was because it's Vet 1. I feel like a stock rifleman would have just got pinned, and that would have been it.
Yeah, but what a pure execution by 𝙂𝙗 on the end, because he was doing great, and all of a sudden he started to sacrifice all his units. That's a sign of a player that maybe he's not experienced with tournament play. But it seems it's going to be enough for the win. No time.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he's calling the GG. But so close, man. Just two more minutes for No Sleep, and it was over for 𝙂𝙗. I swear.
Yeah, I'd have to touch with you on that. That was a perfect display of what could happen in this 250 VP game. You know, you take your attention off for it. It seems like 5 minutes, but could, you know, be catastrophic. You know, for sure, cost you the game like it did Wilson here.
Yep. Okay, so the 1-0 in favor of of the Romanian player that ends with a suspicious movement in terms of decisions that he made during the end. I don't know. It was really risky to make those pushes. He got lucky. I would say that he got really lucky at the end.
Yeah, I think how they put it, how the stars aligned for Monday, for sure. He really, really got lucky with that last grenade and those critical hits on that MG42, causing it to, perish and allowing Monday to successfully secure that last VP for those last 10 victory points.
Okay, bro, I had to interrupt you here because I'm noticing that we got a $20 donation, but I cannot track from whom and when. But it seems like someone donated $20 and thank you very much. Let me actually see who was.
Yeah, let's find out who that generous gentleman was.
Yeah. Who was the generous? Ah, okay. So someone called Pedro Picapiedra that it seems like he donated offline. He's not watching the stream, but he actually donated $20. So thank you very much, Pedro, if you are watching this somehow.
Shout out to Pedro.
Yeah.
If you're watching it on your cellular device or by satellite.
Okay, so nice. We keep growing the prize pool, and we are trying to get now 250 to make it more juicy for the players who win.
Yeah, so to my understanding, Argentino, to kind of touch back base with you, the prize money that gets donated is all going back to the winner of the Platinum League. Is that correct, or
No. Actually, we are going to split the money into the winner of each category. So
so there's a prize for every category.
yeah. I think I have to do it like that to make it fair for everybody. Because if only platinum guys get the money, it's like man, and what the rest, bro. So for now, only the winners, the champions of each league are going to have the money. Well, I have to think about how to split the money because the values are changing, and let's see if we can get actually the 250. Should be really nice.
Yeah, making that Platinum League the biggest prize pot, so really motivating those lower leagued players to kind of really fight for that top pot.
Yeah, look at what the guys are saying, that I should take a piece of money for my own, but yeah, I mean it's a lot of effort to organize this, but at least for this season 1, I'm not expecting to get money for my own. I'm doing this by heart. I don't want the money, but I really would like the event to keep growing, and I don't want the event to end just in a season 1. I want the continuity. So if that happens, I will be more than happy. And of course, if maybe I can gather people to help me to organize the next seasons, it also will be great. I invited Exxon actually, but Exxon refused to play because he hates me. For some reason, I don't know why, he hates Latinos. So, yeah, I don't know why. So it's up to him, you know. If he maybe wants to participate, he's welcome. Oh yeah, okay. I can take the T-shirt if someone is willing to donate right now.
I can take the T-shirt off.
Yeah, I don't know if this kind of tournament is for XCOM. He plays a bit chilled during his streams. Yeah.
Syphilis, there is a tournament stream, or there is a tournament tree. Can they find that in the Discord?
Yeah, there is actually no tree because this is not eliminatory. This is a league format, and so it's kind of a hybrid between a eliminatory tournament and a strict league tournament, and you can track the events and the structure of each league in the Discord, man. If you want to actually see, you have to join the Discord and watch the videos. But there are, for this Platinum League, are 8 participants and 4 series per week or per round. We are finishing just the first round, and we are going to jump into the second round that it will have the winners versus the winners and the losers versus the losers. We could do with you showing us the bracket leaderboard or something. Yeah.
I think at the end of the stream, don't you usually show it and kind of see where everybody's placed at the moment?
Yeah, I don't know for this stream. I have the results already loaded, but I could make a bracket or something like that for the next stream if you guys want to actually be more informative. Is that the correct word? Or informated,
yep.
Maybe about the situation.
Informed.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of time consuming to do this because I have to also stream the other leagues in Spanish and upload them to YouTube. It's a lot of things to do, and sorry if I miss something. I'm just trying to keep you guys updated and trying to hold all this together.
Yeah, that's no joke, man. That's a lot of work, and
but
I feel like people don't.
I want to say that we are already working, because I have a friend that is a programmer, and we are already working on designing a website to put all this information about the brackets and the leaderboards and all the things that you guys are asking for. We're going to eventually, if this event keeps going, we are going to make a website with all the information for all the leagues, and we are going to also work on a Discord bot to actually see all this information too. But just we need a bit more of time to do that, as you guys can understand. So, are you ready for game 2, bro?
Let's do it.
Yep. Okay, let me find it. Round 2. Oh, interesting matchup here. 𝙂𝙧 versus Brits.
Yep, and we know that Wilson's main is British, so
yeah,
Mundy's gonna be under the gun here.
Okay. Let me see if everything is fine. I believe it is. Okay. Okay, are you following Mundi again, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's unpause in 3, 2, 1, and pause.
8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we got a 3-cat start from Mundy, probably hopefully to control that British, because for those of you who do not know, British is always very weak capping power to start, especially in a 1v1, so
yeah.
Let's see if Mundy can really put those cats to work.
And it's gonna be really hard to stop a man like Nosleep here on this map as British, man. Really hard task.
Yeah, and I'm assuming Wilson for sure wanting to secure that right side because it's such a powerful position for a British to play, you know, being able
Yeah.
to control both of those VPs.
Lol, 5VP, rip. What the fuck is this, bro? Ah,
End at
okay.
250? That could work.
They are okay,
That could work.
okay. They forgot about that. It can happen. Man, I was starting to get worried if they played the 500 piece all, until the end. I mean,
Yeah, right? I was starting to get worried. I was like, oh, wow.
so the three kittens pointing to the right side. That's a bit weird, I would say. Focusing
Yeah.
everything on the right side.
Yeah, I think he's going to really try and take those Kets to not let that British truck set down, but unfortunately for him, he's got 2 selections on that fuel, so that Ket's
Yeah.
not going to stand a chance.
No, I think he's not gonna make it, or maybe yeah. Oh, damage engine at the very last moment.
We got Loose Squad right off the bat to kind of really hopefully save that Ket, but it's not going to quite work with Wilson chasing it down.
Yeah. I mean, the start is a bit rough for both of them, but I mean, he's putting a lot of effort just to try to deny the fuel, but meanwhile, he's not capping his fuel either. So I don't, I don't know if this strat is actually working for the PE.
Yeah, definitely a rough start for Mundy. He losing that 1 Ket and then also this Ket 2 possibly could be very, very game changing for him. But we do have a T2 from Mundy, so hopefully maybe
Yeah.
trying to recover some of that lost progression.
Yeah, I think he needs to maybe make a half track to keep the aggression, because if he waits for the AC, he's going to be far behind very soon. And now look at
Uh-oh,
this
that Ket
block.
getting stuck.
Look at this block from the from the Bren, trying to deny the fuel, and he
And he
succeeds.
did. He got it. Wow.
Yeah, so 3 minutes and still no fuel for Wilson. I mean, he's been really annoying with these kittens, but he has no fuel either, so I don't know, man. I don't know who is winning here.
And now we have that first half track coming from that T2, so hopefully he's able to recover, you know, some of the damage lost from those 2 Kets.
Yeah.
With that half track.
Yeah, and finally Wilson.
All that hard work from both those Kets, and Wilson's still going to set down on that fuel. It's not what Mundy wanted, that's for sure.
And look, by the time that Mundy has capped his fuel, but he's already cut off, so he's not gaining any fuel from this side, from these points. And Wilson is already starting to gather his fuel.
Is he going to lose the Bren here in this engagement? Yeah. With that half track coming up as support, this could kind of be not so good for Wilson, but...
Yeah, that was kind of unnecessary move.
Is that a selection in there cooking? Is that an infantry selection cooking?
Or a yeah. Sorry, I was for some reason I was watching Mundy's side. Yeah, it's a select. It's a infantry section, and now he's building the lieutenant also.
Wow! But and just like that, the British has 3 big squads to fight this half track.
Yeah, I mean, Nosley is perfectly fine in this situation because his opponent has no fuel, and he's just holding. I mean, it doesn't look great either, but he just needs time for the tier 2 to come, and he has the fuel for it. So he will be almost no delay for the tier 2.
Yeah, and Wilson, even though he's isolated at that fuel, he doesn't care at all because he's going to go ahead and secure that Muni, allowing him to have a pretty healthy income of fuel and Muni without having most of the map.
I mean, the game is quite bizarre, I would say, because Wilson has no ammunition, just about now capping the first ammunition, and now he has to hold against those double half track and infantry combo.
And if he can finish off that first infantry half track, Monday's
Yeah.
going to be in trouble, and he does.
He does, yes. And already bet
Wow.
1 for the lieutenant. That's gonna be huge.
I think Wilson draining here manpower is kind of bad, but again, he's not worried because he's doing some serious damage to this PE.
Yeah, he would love to. Wilson would love to have a heal station here, but
Oh, we lost 2 Grens! So that leaves just an
Oh,
infantry
yeah.
half track and 1 singular Gren left for Monday.
oh man, this is not looking good. I mean, the lieutenant eventually can die. He's trying to micro it the best he can, and he's succeeding. And the half track is also gone. Oh man.
Oh man.
And
Monday losing his entire force in.
the lieutenant and bet
There
2.
it goes.
Okay.
I think Wilson pretty confidently here is smiling, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah. What the hell, bro? He's sacrificing everything. Just a single kitten now, right?
Yep, and then he's also queued up another infantry half track.
Now,
So,
but by this time, it's more than over.
Monday gonna have to be blessed by the gods here to come back from this one. I'll tell you, especially such a powerful player like Wilson, it's not gonna be easy, so to speak, coming back from this one.
Yeah, and the lieutenant is on the trench now, so he's pretty much secure on this position. All Wilson needs now is a medic Trent to heal the troops, and he's totally fine.
Monday now queuing a mortar half track, so he's really going kind of heavy on those light views to maybe do some damage against Wilson here, but again, it's not looking good. Ooh, that vet 2 hastily getting inside that trench.
Yeah, that was
Protect himself.
risky. That was risky, bro. He's taking some risk now. I don't know, man. I get the feeling that Mundi is that kind of player that he doesn't care about throwing all his army and sacrificing. I mean, he takes the chances and he continue with the plan.
Yeah, so like you said, he just likes to be that type of player to go in there for that crushing blow to get that huge lead early game, and unfortunately, it didn't quite work against Wilson.
Yeah. It wasn't not enough because Wilson is an expert at defending with British.
Yeah, that is one guy you don't want to really go in for that final kill early game because he's definitely ready for it. So we have a Shrek tech too now from Monday. Maybe hopefully to get some Shreks on that HQ, but or stop the Stewart, so to speak.
Yeah, for now, it seems like the Steward is the choice from No Sleep. He's getting a captain right now. But look at the VPs. It's going to be so hard for the P player.
Ooh, crushing blow from
Nice
that mortar.
Nice hit, and he killed the lieutenant. No, he didn't. The lieutenant is inside.
No,
the
no,
trench.
close.
Yeah. Okay. And look at this
Uh-oh,
incendiary
burner
round.
on it.
Yeah. Time to leave.
Will the Louis
trench.
go down?
Oh man, that was really
Ooh.
close. Trying to occupy the trench now with the Luft squads, but not happening. And okay, Wilson is building a Stuart right now. Does he have Shreks already or not?
So he has Shreks, and he only has one Gren that's upgrading to a Shrek squad right now. But as far as that goes, that's his only counter, is that singular Shrek squad. So hopefully it's that hero Shrek squad he needs.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, the half track, the half track can be really helpful in this situation. You can get the Shreks inside the half track, and you can pretty much go one-on-one against the sword. But
yeah, Mundy's crucial goal now is to really keep that Shrek squad protected, because at this point it's his only really actual counter to that Stewart.
yeah. And what about the doctrinal choices? Did he went for the Luftwaffe, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot for a second. From Nosley, I believe he didn't pick already. Maybe he went for the RT company. Oh, and a canister that succeeded.
Ooh.
Yeah, succeeded not completely, but he managed to to wipe the squad anyway.
Mundy now trying to chase it down and see if he can get it. Oh, no, those crits on that half track.
And
losing the Vet 1 half track.
And the third half track down.
And the Shrek squad dropping a Shrek generously for Wilson.
What the fuck, bro? As I said, he doesn't care about losing units, man. Okay.
Shrek it. Oh, okay. He retreats that one.
This is completely over. No chances.
Wilson feeling very confident that Mundy's army is quite depleted.
Yeah, so this is interesting because this is the first series where we see one game played vanilla in the case of the first game, and the second game playing with the opposing front factions within the same
yeah,
players.
I was thinking about that earlier. I was gonna say we didn't really see a lot of opposing fronts action going on.
So these players actually have managed to display the 4 factions here within a single series. And the Weird Being coming. I don't know about the Weird decision here. I mean, Nosley have a lot of anti-tank now with those Shreks stolen, and he could even get a 17-pounder, but I don't think it's necessary.
With that burner mortar missing the trench, I think that about seals the deal right there.
GG. Yep. Okay. Finally acknowledging that he lost. It took him a little of time to actually make that clear in his mind.
Mundy's perseverance didn't quite pull through for him this game.
Yeah. Okay, so 1-1 tie again, bros. And we are jumping into a third. Interesting.
A third into Edo Valley being played again. We've seen Edo Valley quite a bit here.
Actually,
a lot of good.
Yeah, only one series that it was 𝙂𝙧𝙚 against Pepsi, the one that he didn't with the third game. The rest of the 3 series ended on Edo Valley, so that's pretty nice, and that speaks about the quality of the level of the players, I would say.
Yeah, definitely pretty good fights going on between these players. It's really good good games for sure going into round 3s.
Okay, they are asking me a lot about the brackets. I will have to do something about that, but it has to be in the next stream, bros, because I don't have a bracket a so-called bracket of this tournament, because it's not an elimination tournament. So the games are actually changing from week to week, or from round to round, as the players win or loses. But if you actually want to see something similar to a bracket or a description of the format, you have to check it on the Discord. But I will have to make something graphic for the next stream to display on the screen, the overlay.
You did display the graphics on the first stream, though, correct?
Yeah, what I have for the end of this stream is gonna be the results, the overall results. Of the 5 categories.
Yeah, I think that'll help for sure a lot of the players in chat, kind of wondering exactly where some of these players are standing.
Yeah, but we are going to share that at the end of the stream. Just let jump into this third and final game, and then we will see.
Let's do it.
Okay, let me load the game. So what do you think in advance about the factions that these players are going to pick for this third game?
What do I think about their choices, or what do I think they're gonna pick?
The last one. What do you think they are gonna pick?
I would say,
because I think that Mundi got to pick the faction because he won by a majority of VPs.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, he won by the majority of the VPs. So if Mundy's got faction pick, I'd say USA. He'd be pretty confident with USA, I'd say. He for sure took the win that first round, so he's gonna feel like he could do it again. You know?
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. And do you think Nosely's gonna pick 𝙈𝙗𝙗 again, or especially on a map that he didn't play?
Always been an opposing fronts player, so I'm gonna say his PE. He's gonna go with PE. Is my guess.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Yeah, he really likes his PE.
So let's find out. And the factions are as expected. Nosely PE and Mundi as US. You were on.
There we go.
You were on point, bro. Nice prediction. Yeah, good job. Okay, 5-second mark.
Yes, and I've got Mundy now as USA, so I'm watching him, and I'm at the 5-second mark.
Okay, let's unpause in 3, 2, 1, and pause. 6, 7, 8.
8, 9.
Okay, 𝙈𝙾𝙀 again. And so far, I believe PE has at this league, PE has lost every single game on this map.
Yeah, PE is definitely not the favored winning team on this map. So let's see if Wilson can turn that around.
Yeah, what do you think? Will he succeed? I mean, he has a very solid PE strategy.
Yeah, I think Wilson is definitely a favorite in this map because PE faction, but Mundy might have him on the map. You know, we see these players going into this map not really maybe super training this map, so maybe Mundy could take advantage of some certain flaws that Wilson might have on this map.
As long as Mundi doesn't throw like he's been doing in the previous games, like throwing a lot of units in change of nothing. Let's see. He's going.
Yeah, if Mundy can do a good job keeping his army alive.
Yeah, he's going full aggression with double NGs and rifle. I mean Jeep since the start, but he's getting focused and could actually lose. Yeah, losing.
Lowe's is an engineer. Mundy.
Come on. We are talking about that, and it happens again, man. This guy is just
Mundy
so
underestimating Wilson.
So reckless about his unit preservation. He doesn't care. I don't get it.
But Wilson maybe losing the cat here? Can the
Yeah.
Jeep secure the kill?
It could be, it could be.
And no. Gets
No.
away.
And he actually managed to cap on time the plus 16 fuel, so he's looking very good in the start.
I haven't seen a lot of ACs out of the PE players recently. It's almost like they think they may not need them.
Yeah, we are actually seeing a lot of half-track strategy based, and
Half-Jack and Grens for sure.
yeah, that's kind of weird, I would say. Let's pay attention to that Jeep trying to chase. And look at this cap from behind the hedges.
Wow.
Wow, but he's gonna get trapped there. Yeah, he's gonna get
He's gonna
trapped.
throw the Jeep.
Oh, I don't know. I think this Jeep may save.
Can the Jeep get away?
Yeah, I think it will.
Wilson looking for that critical hit. Can he get it? Oh, he gets out. Wow.
Okay. That kinds of level things on nivelate. How do you say that? When you
The what?
when you make the levels equal for both players. The balance, I mean.
Oh, balance. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, because Mundi lost an engineer, and now Wilson loses.
Oh yeah, now both factions are balanced out.
Yeah, that was my intention to to say. I get messed up with my brain and trying to speak in English. It leveled things out. That was the phrase that I was looking for. Thank you.
Oh, level.
Hopefully, if I...
So now Wilson down on capping power. Look at this. Wilson's only got 3 points on the field.
Yeah, actually,
same with Mundi though.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I didn't notice that. But Mundi never captured the plus 16 fuel, and we are approaching the 5-minute mark, so I'm not favoring him in this situation. So far, Norley has 80 fuel already in reserve.
Wow, and Mundi's sitting at 25 fuel, so
yeah, that's big.
him down
That's
quite
big.
a bit.
And if he starts touching for the AC now, it could be pretty much devastating.
Yep, and Mundi making that second rifleman or third rifleman squad. So now Mundi's army's looking at 3 rifles and a Jeep. Let's see if he can really put in some work now, because he's gonna need to.
And now again we see 5 PGs, bro. So many PGs on these games, and he rebuilt the Ketten.
Yeah, him rebuilding that Ketten kind of shows that Wilson really wants to secure that capping power. He really wants to get his sources healthy enough for this this battle.
Yep.
And those PGs moving like a tornado, man, taking everything out in its path.
And now we see heals from the PE player, pretty standard after 5 PG start.
And Mundi, with no manpower to do anything except for reinforces existing units, is really going to put a hurting on him.
It's looking pretty grim for him right now. And Wilson is already touching to tier 2 in the base, while healing his units. What they're talking about? So the VP is also not looking good for the US player. 185.
Yep. Wilson definitely learning from his first game. His ability to adapt and really kind of keep the defensive position on those VPs so he doesn't lose that early game like last time, game 1.
They are saying this hole here next to the PE base looks like an anus. What do you think about that, my man? Man, this,
Yeah, it does kind of resemble some anus features.
and look at the kitten is just parking just on top of the anus. Man, these guys are
So
so.
we have a sticky tech from Mundy. Hopefully, he's able to secure one of those on this up and coming AC. Correct?
Okay, yeah, yeah. They see is cooking right now, and
That's always risky to say. Would you agree that the stickies versus AC combination is definitely a battle?
I mean it's yeah, it's really risky when you are facing top players with good micro with AC. I mean it can actually work if you manage to get near to the AC, but it's not an easy task.
So we have a fourth rifle on a Mundy. He's maybe thinking that that blob is getting a little too big for his comfort, so he wants to add another rifleman to his arsenal.
Oh, this could be a rifleman down. Yeah, wiped. Did you see that?
Wiped. Yep. Wow.
But look at
And
the
now
map.
him making that rifle.
Look at the map. I wasn't aware of that. I was distracted by the anal thing, and Mundi actually did a good job about controlling the right side, the cap in the right side at least.
Yeah, Mundy kind of taking a good grasp on this map for sure. Uh-oh, this is what he does not want to do is get close to that rifle, because if he gets a sticky off,
yeah,
that AC could be in trouble.
We saw the animation, but he didn't throw the. Oh, and the flamer down.
Uh-oh!
Now there goes the
Sticky's
sticky.
off!
Yeah,
Can he
it
get a
could
couple
be.
more crits?
Oh, no.
And it does not.
He didn't got lucky. But the Jeep, look at the Jeep, also down. I don't know, man.
And a burner. Watch that burner with only one unit on it.
Oh, Mundi is playing on the edge here. Really taking a lot of risks. And trying again with the sticky, no. He retreats. Somehow, it seems like he will save the Jeep.
Wow, that Jeep did live through that. That's quite interesting that he was able to get out of there. Mundy still no real tech in his base. He's just getting heals now, but with only 200 manpower, he's got a reinforced rifle, so it's going to quickly put him back down to 0.
And from Wilson's perspective, he already have a T-half track coming into the field.
Wow.
So he's really well prepared for an eventual M8.
Talk about being 3 steps ahead of your opponent.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't want to get himself off guard.
Yeah, Wilson definitely playing safe. He wants to make sure he has all the right units on the field for whatever Mundy could quite possibly be cooking up in his base with this entire map.
And he has also 40 fuel in reserve, so he could easily go for the mortar, which is doing right now. Actually, he's pretty standard meta play after the AC. He's predicting the tier 3, but his opponent is right about to build the supply yard. So he's
yeah, Mundy quite a bit steps behind Wilson at this point. You know, he's got a lot of catching up to do.
A lot.
That first PG picking up a veterancy on offensive too, so you know, Wilson's army is definitely getting stronger by the minute.
Yeah, indeed. He has a couple of units, F8K. I mean no sleep, but he's looking really good here. Solid position. And probably from now on, he will start pushing the left side.
Mundy doing these pushes, but not really gaining much ground. You know, we see him going up there and attacking and applying pressure to Wilson, but Wilson's just got everything to answer.
Look at this mortar prediction there with the
the
shots. Nice.
This just goes to show the skill and history behind Wilson being able to for sure predict movements of the Allied. You know, this is not common you see that.
Yeah. He could very well add a second AC if he will, and look at the
Ooh,
touching
bars.
decision. Yeah, bars, and he instantly is building a second AC after seeing that. What do you think about bars in this situation? I don't like it.
I don't like it just for the fact that Wilson's got a ton of light armored vehicles, and I think bars do really kind of suffer against that type of play. So teching bars, I think, would have kind of set him back even a few more steps.
Yeah, yeah, really. I mean, it could work since Nosley has chosen the TD doctrine, and he laid a teller mine. If you actually see next to the
Oh yes,
right
I can
VP.
see that right to the VP there.
So maybe a plain infantry-based strategy here could work. There are a couple of teller mines actually, but I don't know.
Wow. And Wilson, or not Wilson, I'm sorry, Mundy not having a minesweeper either, so any vehicle that Mundy gets could be, you know, over very quickly for him.
He added a ranger actually in this situation. It could really work, but I think he has to combine with some flamers and something else, because the rangers itself, it cannot be enough in this situation.
Yeah, I'd have to say Rangers was actually like an okay choice too, because they could kind of surprise an AC or a light armor vehicle around those hedges and kind of catch them, you know, out in the open. But let's see if he can actually use them to his advantage.
Yeah, and Wilson is getting stronger and stronger. He now made the advanced repair teching, so he can now fast repair his vehicles. And the mortar seems to be doing an excellent job. 6 kills so far.
Mortar holding down that VP, not letting Mundy cap it. You know, surprisingly though, the VPs are kind of close.
Yeah, really
you know,
close.
Especially you
really
see.
Close. Yeah.
You see how they are, you know, fighting here, and it almost seems like Mundy's losing a lot of the battles. But you know, you take a look at those VPs, and Mundy's doing a good job.
Yeah, he needs to hold the ground for a moment here to try to maybe get some 18, and he needs something else.
Yeah, we got a supply yard upgrade from Mundy as well, hoping to maybe pick up some veterancy.
So he's investing a lot of his resources on maybe the infantry direction.
Yeah, he really wants to have that powerful infantry army to face these Panzer Grenadiers and these ACs, but you know, Mundy needs to be really careful with what he does because of his tech choice. You know, now he's got to be on top of his game.
Yeah, and Nosley now is adding a Hetzer and just making his army bigger and bigger.
Hetzer's an interesting choice here. Although, do Hetzers do snipe infantry?
Yeah, they are really good against infantry. I don't think the Hetzer was necessary, to be honest, but it definitely can help to tank the infantry pushes.
Ooh, losing a AC.
AC, okay. So Nosley falling a bit asleep there, and look at the mortar trying to hide behind the hedges.
And Mundy, with 125 Muni, is able to stickies off. So if Wilson's not careful, he could be in trouble with those stickies, as we saw.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think Mundy needs some sort of AT gun now. I don't think he can rely just on infantry.
Vet 1 Jeep putting in work up north.
Yeah, but with engine damage. Actually, this ship managed to kill 2 kittens and 3 PGs. Yeah. So, good job. Can you zoom
Monday with
in
only.
engine, please?
Whoa.
They want me to zoom which engine? So the VPs are
Which engine?
really close, but I'm not liking that much the Mundi situation here. Jeep engine.
Yeah, Monday's got 40 manpower, and not even able to fully reinforce his rangers like he would like to. So he's definitely a lot of steps behind.
And now he's triple capped, so he needs to make the things work as fast as he can.
Yeah, now Monday's seeing that his VPs are actually taking a toll here. He's got to really make a choice on what he wants to do. Wilson doing a good job at defending those VPs, man. Look at the size of his army on these VPs.
Yeah. He's just holding the mid and the right while he occasionally sends some PGs to the left. Now he lost the AT half track, but it doesn't matter actually. He has almost 800 manpower in reserve. He's so good.
That Jeep,
Yeah.
right over the teller. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, finally bypassed. Yeah, I think Mundi here is in a big trouble. I don't get why he's not making a tier 3 or tier 4.
Yeah, Monday with only 100 manpower and his whole army depleted like this, it's definitely not looking good. Wilson looking stronger than ever as well.
Yeah, he added the second header now. And he just needs to hold for a few more seconds and it's gonna be over.
Yeah, I think we see the confidence in Wilson here, just displaying, such hastily ability to kind of hold those VPs. So he's really not worried at all. I almost think he thinks he knows he has this in the bag already.
I don't like that decision of Mundi to throw the stick in on a 500 HP mortar because he is instantly repairing the unit and essentially it was a throw of ammunition.
Yeah. And I think maybe Monday's kind of going for that OMCG, off-map combat group, but unfortunately he's only got 3 VPs, so he needs that full VP to really do anything.
Oh,
and
never mind, because it's GG, bro. Yeah, I think we were expecting that.
Wow.
I mean, it was weird. It was weird because it was looking good for Mundi at a point where he managed to almost cap all the map, but he never touched. He stayed with infantry, just infantry for the game, and that's a risky move to be the pro player like Wilson.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. Monday really had a good sense of map control, He really did a good job at holding the map. The only problem was he was taking a lot of losses, which really set him back in that manpower race to really build up that army that we were looking for, or maybe that T3 or maybe that T4 to really, for sure give that blow to Wilson. I mean, look at the end of the game. He has almost 250 fuel and 175 muni. So he was healthy with sources, but the problem was he just drained himself with manpower.
Yeah, I'm watching right now. Yeah, he could easily throw an arty with that ammunition that it was not expended. And yeah, a lot of fuel also for making maybe a tier 4 attempt or something like that. But yeah, staying just on infantry alone is not so wise, I would say. But
Yeah, Wilson.
never mind. I have to say that Mundi has a really solid play with infantry. He showed it up in the first game. He plays really nice with the rifleman, but it was not enough in this game.
Yeah, I would say my recommendations for Monday are don't be discouraged for sure. Wilson is not an easy player to fight. He is again up there with Beret and all those old school guys that can not just speaking of Beret, but all these other old school guys that could really show their 𝙬𝙬𝙀. Especially if you make one simple mistake, it could be costly.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think he ended. I would say not happy, but um, also not sad about losing the game. I think he played quite solid. I don't know if he's new to the game or actually he's been playing for years. I don't know much about him, but he performed quite well for me, for my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, and for sure, like it's not the easy task to make it to that platinum league. These are the best of the best at the moment. These are the best of the best players. So if you're in that, you've definitely earned your spot. So
Yeah,
to speak.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. Let's remind the people that Mundi came replacing Simply that had some late problems, and actually I convinced him to participate, and I want to thank him for saving the the Plat League because the league was getting delayed because of that, and we got to get him to play, and it's really nice. And he is looking forward to keep playing the following series, so that's really nice from him. Okay, now I will update the results, and I'm finally going to show you guys the charts that
yes.
everyone wants to see.
Yeah, so everybody who wanted to see that, check your charts right now, and you'll see the standings as of right now.
Yeah, just give me a second. Okay, so let's jump into the results. These are the current results. They are not completed entirely, as you can see. The Bronze League is still incompleted, but these are all the current players participating in this league for the season 1. And as you can count, are more than 40 players, so that's an amazing player base for this season 1. Look at the names: Ray Leven, Nosley, Green Beret, Pepsi, Theox, Shaolin, Mundi, and Happiness in the Blood League. Also, we have people like Magnolia, Bagwan, Faku Painful, Tanga Joe that came up out of nowhere. He wanted to participate as well in the Golden League. And well, a lot of maybe not so well known players, but yeah, bro, Happiness won Ra. You can check that out in my YouTube channel if you want to. All the all the games have been casted so far, and I'm uploading them in YouTube. All the Plat Leagues games are in English, casting in English, and the rest, unfortunately for you guys, are in Spanish. But you can actually add the subtitles, and I think you can go through the commentary.
Yeah, Rob broke the rules.
Yeah, that's actually what it happened. But he didn't got disqualified. Just he just lost one game. That was the penalty. So okay, I will try to for the next stream try to make some sort of leaderboard or bracket where you can see more information and make it easier for you to guys track the results and everything. What is the bigger noob league, bronze or copper? The bigger noob. I would say copper is the lowest tier, bro. Yeah. But are you talking about the players or the title? Statement wants to wreck some guys in the Copper League. What do you think about that?
Yeah, come on, Stady.
What an abusive player, huh? Okay, so this means we have ended the first round, bro, and players are actually already playing the second round. And I will bring you.
Oh, so we already have players playing the second round. Nice.
Yeah. We have players playing. Unfortunately, I have to announce that I will not count with the amazing presence of Hjtheman for the second round as a co-caster because you have to travel, right, bro? Coming.
Yep, so I'm traveling from Friday, June 23rd till July 19th, so almost a month.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure there'll be a cast before then.
Yeah, so I'm already working on some new co-casters. Happiness wanted to co-cast with me, and I believe so far he is the one. I don't know if Happiness is here, but he agreed to co-cast with me during the second round, so we will see about that. And I think that's it, bro. Did you enjoy?
That's it. Yeah, what a great set of games, you know. We saw a lot of different things going on for sure, especially with the different faction picks and all that stuff like that. So it was exciting. It was fun for sure. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Well, I have to say again, thank you very much for your presence and for your commentary and for your energy, you know, because you input a lot of energy into the cast, and it's really nice for the sake of the entertainment.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm hoping people are entertained with mine, and they're not just kind of getting annoyed by my my comments. So I'm glad to be here. That's for sure.
Okay, bro. So, well, have a nice trip, and we'll be waiting for you to come back and to keep track on the league, and maybe bring you here another time into the casting cabin, let's say, like that.
I'd love to be there, man. Just let me know. You know how to get a hold of me. Till next time.
Okay. Well, that will be it, guys. Thanks for watching, and probably next week, maybe. Yeah, next week for sure. I will be casting second round, and I will bring you some brackets and some more charts and graphics, so you can actually see more details about the league. Okay. I hope you had a good time here, and see you in the next episode. Goodbye. Statement as co-caster. Yeah, we could, actually we could. If he wants to, he is more than welcome to join the party. Okay, I could rate someone here, I guess. Is someone streaming at the moment? So a statement once. Okay, a statement. You are actually in then. We can split once with Happiness, and then we can do it with you. Okay, Simply is actually playing. I will rate him. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next episode. Next week, bro. I don't have a precise day, as it depends pretty much on the players and a lot of factors. also depending on my work. But I will try to bring you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Bye bye, guys.